Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Okay, so let us begin Purushottama Yoga. See, we have only in 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 more chapters to go. And then we will do that revision with, through question answer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Purushottama Yoga, how do we start today? You have to start, Jayashree or Indra?
I am starting first.
Okay, fine. Please start.
In the beginning, it is about the revision of the whole thing, the summary of the everything.
Okay.
13th and 14th chapter is about separating out. I'm not the BMI. I'm not the 3 gunas, and I'm not the field. I'm not the kshetra. I'm Sakshi, and that is what we'll have to realize.
Okay.
And here Purusha is the consciousness. That is the supreme consciousness, and Jiva is the Paramatma, and that oneness is it's taught in this chapter, 15th chapter. Mostly it is about the Purushottama. Purusha is the consciousness, mainly about that the supreme consciousness.
Yeah, like you said, it is about Asi. Tat Tvam is over. Asi, the integration of Purusha and Jiva and Paramatma. Correct.
So chapter 15 is only the integration, the oneness of Jiva and the Paramatma. From shloka from 1:15, 1 to 3rd, it is about the nature of samsara. Nature of samsara is Prabhuji starts with the story about Mirabai. He goes to meet a monk. He says he is not ready to meet any women. Then he sends a message saying he won't be ready to meet her, and she sends a reply back saying whatever is manifested in the world is as 3.
Correct.
3 is Sattva, Tama, and Rajas. That is the Prakriti. The starting letter of all this gunas is 3. So there is only one Purusha, that is the consciousness.
Correct.
So if he doesn't want to meet a woman, don't meet a woman, meet the consciousness, that is the Paramatma. That is this summary is see God in everyone.
Nice. Very
and
nice.
About samsara. Samsara is like a people tree. So with one tree, there are like keeps forming the branches. Branches again go down, and it forms a tree. The whole forest is formed. The same thing. It is reference given like a cycle of birth and death. We have been there from the time of creation. For many lifetimes we've been here, and each lifetime we have some karma that is like a seed.
Karma is the seed. Okay.
So with that, the life keeps repeating. Life and death keeps coming. So what kind of samsara is like? He says this Ashwatha, that is a people tree. That is the kind of samsara is the people tree, Ashwatha Vriksha. Here it is, the samsara is upside down people tree. The roots are on top, the shoot is down. Root here reference is given to Ishvara is in the upwards, and the shoot is below.
Okay.
And it's like how it is, the reference is given is first from Atma, Akasha comes, then the Vayu comes, then the Agni, water, and then the earth. This is the saying from subtle to gross.
Correct.
And this is given as Ishvara is subtle than the space. It is subtle than the subtlest. So that is the inverted tree refers to that only.
Yes.
And here Brahman is beyond creation. Brahman doesn't have any qualities. Brahman in the role of Ishvara has qualities. That is the Brahman or the Ishvara Saguna Brahman with quality, that is creation, maintenance, and destruction. Like example is given like actor. When the actor is at home, he doesn't do anything. But when he's into the work, he does everything like fighting, dancing, and those things. That's the same. Like Brahman, at the original one, he doesn't have any role, just a Sakshi. But as a Ishvara, in the role of Ishvara, he does the whole thing. Creation, sustaining, and the destruction.
Correct.
And here it is like more about samsara. Why samsara is not a suffering? Like why? How it is said is jiva is like a seed. Each seed it becomes a plant, then a tree. Likewise, the jiva needs a place to grow, experience, and mature. So to face all these things, the world is created, and for that challenges has to be provided. For that jiva to grow, challenges has to be provided, and the challenges is samsara. It is not a suffering. So we should take the whatever suffering or whatever challenges we face is to grow, to evolve.
Correct.
And initially jiva grows through sense organs. It doesn't understand the Paramatma as the root. Then it grows like love and hate drives jiva. Then we accumulate karma through that. Then we learn karmic lessons from those karma through repeated cycle of birth and death. The karmic lessons are learned, and again we take birth, and finally jiva starts traveling inwards. And when it starts traveling inwards, then through karma yoga, then upasana, and finally the gnana. Here one more thing is that the people tree, it's like a reflection. The people tree here, samsara, is actually the inverted people tree. The root is on top, shoots are down. When the reflection comes, the root is again down and the shoot is on top. Here in the world, the root is not seen, only the gross is seen. So we don't see the consciousness in the world. We think the reflection is the truth. Correct. And we live in that only. We think reflection is thing. Best example what to understand is like when we see a mirror and keep a kumkum, we don't keep the kumkum on the mirror, we keep it on head. So likewise, we should think this is not the real thing. And the true self is a real one. The reflection, we shouldn't think the reflection is the true thing.
Okay.
And here the Pindanda and Brahmanda, the whole, the reflection, the tree, the original tree and the reflection both together is a Brahmanda. And we are a small bird in that. That is the whole samsara, and we are a small bird stuck in the branches. And that compared to that, Pindanda is ourselves, that is more easier. We have the same thing, like the Sahasra and the Agna Chakra on top is the root. And the nadis or the energy channels or the branches. Energy flows through the nadis, identifying with the body and driven with the sense organs. So we get attracted to the world. We have to take our attention to Sahasrara and Agna. So we should understand the root is in our body, the root is above, and in the world, gross is available to us and the conscious is not visible. Right. So one who knows this tree, the tree, the samsara properly, knows the Vedas, not one who chants, who understands this tree properly, the inverted tree. He is the one who knows Vedas properly. And here, and one, I forgot the name of that one Rishi. He learns Vedas for some 100 years, but still he's not satisfied with what he learned. So he asks Brahmaji, and he gives another 100 years, but still he is not satisfied. Correct. Finally, Brahmaji says only Atma Gnana gives you the learn Gnana. That is the knowledge of Vedas is about Prakrit. It is a material nature. Correct. Only the Vedanta gives the.
What is the word for that material nature? What is that?
Prakriti nature.
No, that is fine. Nature is fine. That Vidya is, there's a name for that Vidya, the worldly material nature Vidya, knowledge about material
Vidya.
world.
Paravidya, Paravidya, Aparavidya.
Apara.
Yeah, Aparavidya.
Mm.
So Vedanta is taken, Vedanta takes us beyond Vedas.
Correct.
So the real meaning of Vedas is given in Gnana Kanda. And
Correct.
the essence of Vedas is given in Upanishads. The essence of Upanishads is given in Bhagavad Gita. And the essence of Bhagavad Gita is Nanu Nananbuddhi Nanalla.
Correct.
Buddhi Nanalla. Here also this separation is there. I am not the body. The separation is there. The oneness is the integration.
Okay. Any questions, people, about this? Prashnaಗಳಿದ್ಯಾ?
Very well spoken, Indra. Very well you explained with
Everything
understanding.
has been nicely she has said.
Yeah.
So ಯಾರು ಪುರುಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಈಗ. Who is Purusha? ಶೈಲಾ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಶೈಲಾ, this whole this chapter is called Hari Om. This chapter is called Purushottama Yoga alva. So who is Purusha here? Who is the Purusha?
Brahma Swarupa, there is no Atma and Paramatma. There is no integration of Brahman only. This is Purushottama.
Correct.
That is why he is called Uttama, Purusha Uttama.
Correct. Purusha is the Brahman or consciousness.
Consciousness.
And when Krishna is born as an avatara, he is as a individual consciousness also, he is merged with Brahman only, so he is Purushottama, like that. Alva? Purusha has to integrate into Purushottama. So when all of us also realize that we are Brahman, we will become Purushottama. That's all.
So now we are all Purushas. When we realize we become Purushottama.
We have to become Purushottama.
So that is Krishna consciousness.
That is Krishna consciousness. There's one more subtle thing which Prabhuji has said here. The previous chapter was called Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, isn't it? All the three gunas, all from where did it come, all the discussion happened. So he says here in this, it is dangerous to stop at that Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. And to why it is dangerous to stop at that Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga?
You go on disintegrating, disintegrating Kshetra, Kshetragna and Gunatraya and everything. So you have to integrate. You have to integrate and become Satchitananda. That's why we cannot stop there, and then only you get Gnana. Then only you get Gnana. You can't stop at that.
How do? Correct. So that famous statement of Shankara, no? Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. We cannot stop at that Jagan Mithya.
Yeah. Okay.
Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. The third one is also very important. Jivo Brahma Iva Napara. I am only the world. I am only Brahman. Adu barbekalla matte. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma barbeko. Bari Jagan Mithya anta ಕೂತ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬೇಡ.
ಕೂತ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್,
ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫುಲ್ ಡಿಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್. You will start ignoring, you will start, anyway it's not real andkondo.
Available.
We cannot stop there. So we have to realize that this is also Brahman. Open, with eyes open also. Like Pratibha's talk was there, no? Seeing God everywhere.
Yes. Seeing God everywhere. All world is Brahman. Pervading and Nirakara, Nirmaya, everything. He is everything.
So that is important.
I am also Brahman. As all world is Brahman, I am also Brahman.
Yes. That is why we have to go into
Nanu Atma Paramatma ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅವಾಗ.
Shivoham. Shivoham. Nice. Okay, who is talking about the next Sankhya Yoga?
ಶೈಲಾ ಅವರು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ.
ಶೈಲಾ ನಿಮ್ದಾ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್? ನಾನ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಟು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಅವತ್ತು.
ಹೌದು.
Yeah, second one was Shaila ji.
Shaila, you have prepared for the second portion?
Yes, madam. Yes,
ಹೇಳಿ madam. Okay, let us hear.
Hari Om all Atmaji.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
This shloka mine is from 15.3 to 15.6.
Okay.
Can I chant?
Yes, yes, please. It will be nice if you can chant the shlokas. All of us should do it actually. We should note the shlokas and we can chant also. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಳಿ.
ರೂಪಮಹಸ್ಯೇಹ ತತೋಪಲಭ್ಯತೆ ನಾಂತೋ ನ ಚಾದೀರ್ನ ಚ ಸಂಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾ ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥಮೇನಂ ಸುವಿರೂಢಮೂಲಂ ಅಸಂಗಶಸ್ತ್ರೇಣ ದೃಢೇನ ಚಿತ್ವಾ ತತಃ ಪದಂ ತತ್ಪರಿಮಾರ್ಗಿತವ್ಯಂ ಯಸ್ಮಿನ್ ಗತಾ ನ ನಿವರ್ತಂತಿ ಭೂಯಾಃ ತಮೇವ ಚಾದ್ಯಂ ಪುರುಷಂ ಪ್ರಪದ್ಯೆ ಯತ ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಸೃತಾ ಪುರಾಣಿ ನಿರ್ಮಾನಮೋಹಾಜಿತ ಸಂಗದೋಷ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ನಿತ್ಯ ವಿನಿವೃತ್ತ ಕಾಮಾಃ ದ್ವಂದ್ವೈರ್ವಿಮುಕ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖ ದುಃಖ ಸಂಜ್ಞೈಃ ಗಚ್ಚಂತ್ಯಮೂಢಾ ಪದಮವ್ಯಯಂ ತತ್.
ನೈಸ್. ಹೌದು, ಮುಂಚಿನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಕೆಲಸ. ನೆವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೇಳಿ.
As Indraji explained, the Atma, the souls are entangled in the lower energy. Like we all see, these people tree, the roots are above. So we don't, this soul with ignorance, it will be entangled in the lower energy. The buds of the trees are the desires, small desires. When you fulfill one, so many will grow again.
Yeah.
Numerous will be continuing, and this, when this continues, when you don't fulfill, again more, and anger also with that it includes. And and the soul they attached to the body does all the karmas and goes back and like reborns, like birth and death. This cycle will continue. So without with the ignorance, it commits sins, and all those good karmas, it will what to say, all good karma and pleasures, it will with sins both, it will
good karmas will give rise to punya and bad karmas will give rise to papa.
So again this life cycle will continue. So what is the solution for this?
Yes,
the remedy is the detachment, like this attachment to the body. We should take the axe of the knowledge. We should cut from the root. That I am not the body, mind, and the intellect. This should be cut from the root with viveka and vairagya. The next shloka says this ignorant jiva is attached to the material world. So when we are ready and we are fully ready for the Sadguru, so Sadguru shows us the path of the Supreme Lord.
Yeah.
So this samsara has 5 powers. Guruji has told, like is governed by Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and the Maya. And 5th one is the liberation in the end. So next shloka is na tadbhasayate surya na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatvana nivartante taddhama paramam mama. So the sun's rays, the moon's sunlight, and the fire, the light of the like the fire's sunlight can't illuminate. So it is Parabrahma Swarupa, the light of the self, Brahman. And the samsara attachments due to the avidya and desires. This picture Guruji is like in samsara chakra. Due to the ignorance, you'll have so many desires, and followed by that, you'll make so many actions. Due to the actions, you'll get this karma phala. After that karma phala, again vasanas, those impressions will be there for so many lifetimes. Again, this cycle will be continued. So at this time, so you should get the knowledge like Vedas from Sadguru. Like
Audio break ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಶೈಲಾ.
explain us.
Audio is breaking, so
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಅದೇ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೇಳಿ.
So the Guru is called the Brahmanishta, who can explain us all these things from Vedas. So this Atma shouldn't be in the presence or the absence. He should be unattached. Like he should do his work, all his duties unattached, and always is like this Atma should be always focused on the higher self, like towards the Sahasrara. Like individually, when you take Adashaka, Ashwatha Vriksha, Adashaka is our Sahasrara. So it leads us to Brahman, the self light, Brahmaji. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Very nice. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. So neither the sun na tad bhasayate suryah na shashankah na pavakah yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. So beautiful. Neither the sun nor the moon or the wind, nothing moves in me anta. Eshtu beautiful agide nodi, in that abode of mine. And once you reach that abode, it's a point of no return. So beautiful. Yeah, we should have read the shlokas. It would have been very nice.
Yeah. I'll be reading the 8th shloka now, number 8.
Madu.
Shariram yadavapnoti
Yachapi utkramati
Ishvara Bruhatvaitani samyati vayurgandhani nivashayat. Okay. The 9th one, Chotram Shakshu Sparshanam cha Rasanam Granam Evacha Adhishtaya Manaschayam Vishayanupa Sevate. Then Utkramantam Sthitam Vapi Gunjanam Va Gunanvitam Vimuda Nanu Pashyanti Gnana Chakshusha Yatanto Yoginas Chainam Pashyantyatmana Vastitam Yatanto Manushya Krutatmano Nainam Pashyantya Chetasaha. Chetasaha. Okay. So it was a good idea to reach shlokas.
Meaning ಓದ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದೇ
ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಕರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗು ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸೆವೆಂತ್ ಇಂದ ನಿಂದು
ಹೌದು. ಮೈಮೇ ವಾಂಶೋ, ಈ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಸನಾತನ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮನು ನನ್ನ ಅಂಶವೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅವನೇ ಈ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಿತನಾಗಿ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಹಾಗೂ 5 ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳನ್ನು ಆಕರ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ.
ನಾ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. The embodied souls in this material world are my eternal fragmental parts. Again, the embodied souls in this material world are my eternal fragmental parts. But bound by material nature, they are struggling with the six senses, including the mind.
Okay, next is 9, is it?
Eight
Next
was
is
Jani.
8. 8. 8.
Sharishyam yadavapnoti.
Yeah. Shariram yadavapnoti. Yeah, adu next neene helu.
Alla, okay. Shariram yadavapnoti yacchapi utkramati ishvaraha.
Yachyapi utkramatishvaraha gruhataitvani samyati vayurgandhani nivashaya. Okay, that is number 8. The true self, who is the Lord, enters and leaves a physical body as an individual soul. When he goes on, he takes with him the mental and sense capacities as the wind carries fragrances from flower to flower.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಪಾಪ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವಾಸನ. As the air carries fragrance from place to place, so does
as the space takes away the gandha and spreads it all around, he goes from space to face. Number 9, Shotram Chakshu Sparshanam Charasanam Granam Evacha Adhishtaya Manaschayam Vishayanupasevate. Adu 9. The ears, eyes, nose, senses of taste and touch, and even the mind come to life only by his presence. This works only when we are conscious about it. Otherwise, we are unaware and we are spending our life in avidya. Thus, it is the Lord who actually experiences and enjoys the sense objects. Okay. It is he who is enjoying it through us. Utkramantam sthitam vapi bunjanam va gunanvitam vimuda nanu pashyanti gnanu chakshusha. Deluded people do not realize who it is that quits the body at the moment of physical death. Nor do they perceive that living presence that dwells within, giving life to the body, enjoying the senses, experiencing everything and doing things through the gunas. But those with intuitive knowledge and insight see and understand. So we don't know how our body is working to tell you that you are my eye of my eye, the breath of my birth, the heart of my heart. We don't know who it is who is running it, right? We are so unaware of it. That is it. And number 11 bandu.
11 idya.
Yatanto yoginaschainam pashyantyatmanavastitam yatanto manushya krutatmano nainam pashyantya chetasaha. Those who strive to perfect themselves through yoga discover the Atman within themselves. However, those who seek without refining their minds and character are unable to perceive the Atman. They are not able to recognize. Without a guru, without guru's teachings, we are unable to do it. That's it. So let me go through what I have written for myself. So what is the solution in being stuck in avidya? The individual soul has to go back to Brahman at any cost. Don't say I'm suffering. Whatever wrong thoughts and wrong words come out of your mouth, they become a reality. If you're not speaking the truth, the Guru says, shut your mouth and be. Never get lost in wrong thoughts. Sumne idbadi. Discrimination is always done by kshetra kshetragna. How do you discriminate the thoughts? By kshetra kshetragna vibhaga, nitya anitya viveka, and gunatraya vibhaga. Ultimately, you have to come, all this is discrimination. You have to, now integration has to be done through Satchitananda. Then you go on ask yourself, who is Jiva? Who is me? Who am I? Am I the wife, the daughter, the child, everything? These are all These are all find out the I thought, which will really lead to real I. If you go on asking, who am I? Any answer which comes like, I'm the wife, I'm the daughter, I'm Jayashri. If there is an answer, then it is not you. Any answer which comes, it's not you. You will reach a stage of stillness where there is no thought. That is the real I. That is the source of I. That is who you really are. Krishna says, Brahman himself appears as Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. He is the universe. The whole of universe is pervaded by Brahman. He is both the Nimitta Karana and the Upadana Karana for the world. And Purusha, awareness, is Brahman. What you see in world is name and form. What you don't see is existence, that is the isness. What you don't see, you have to perceive, leave the name and form and recognize the Sat-Chit in that. Conscious which is not seen is Kshetrajna. Keep on asking, who am I? And go to awareness. Go to awareness, which is Brahman. Jiva is always living in ignorance without knowing he is Brahman. It becomes trapped in sense organs and it experiences the world through sense organs always. And Brahman also experiences world through our sense organs. Brahman is nothing but the reflected consciousness in us. He is Chidabhasa in us. That is none other than Brahman. Then keep praying to the God. The whole world is Ishvara. Saguna Brahman is Ishvara. Pray to the Lord. Parmeshwara. Keep praying to the Lord. Parmeshwara, Parabrahma, Paramashiva. You are the eye of my eye. You are the ear of my ear. You are the mind of my mind. You are the entire universe. I surrender to you. Earlier, I used to ask the question, what do we surrender? How do we surrender? In 2 years back in our earlier classes, Purnima, I used to ask, what do you say, let go? You have to surrender your ego. That is Ashte. Nenu illa nahankara, mamakara, kal budali itbudi. Keep surrender to him, and so that you attain a pure mind. A deluded mind will never find Brahman. Only the surrendered mind and a pure mind will find Brahman. So, as 3 glasses of water and the Brahman's reflection is there in each glass. So, discover the Chidabhasa is reflected in each jiva. And it gets reflected in each jiva. Because of this delusion, jiva keeps moving from one, you don't know that it is the same reflection in every body. So because of this delusion, jiva keeps moving from one body to another body and gets trapped in the samsara chakra solution. So Brahman is reflected all over in all living and non-living beings also. There it ends. Any questions? I'll be able to answer.
Okay.
I try.
Okay. Any questions, people?
Like about surrender, I feel surrender by listening to all these things, no, we need not make an effort. It happens naturally, I feel. Right? We need not keep reminding ourselves by continuously listening to Prabhuji's talk.
It's reminding. Shravana only is manana. Manana is remembering. Nididhyasana is living it. So yeah, it's all a continuous process. You're right. But sometimes that we'll forget also, no, Indra. So we have to remember.
So many detachment comes because at my age, I don't require so many things. I can easily say, I'm detached, I am vairagya, I have and all. It is understanding the limitation in every situation and acting in vairagya in the situation without hate and love to the subject. Without, you can need not love, need not hate, but you can be detached from. That becomes vairaga.
Understanding has come now. Yeah, correct.
It is easier after listening now, because we are realizing what our true nature is, that we don't require fulfillment from all these sense objects to have them.
Yes. Very nice. Correct. So one point through all the verses that you read was that it is Krishna who is enjoying the world through
Yes,
all the jivas.
through us.
Yeah. So in the 7th chapter, he says, I am the Adhibhuta, I am the Adhidaiva, I am the Adi Adhyatma, I am the Adi Yagna, he says. What are the meaning of those terms? Nane Adhibhuta. What is Adhibhuta?
Space. I pervade everything. Pervading.
Bhuta means Adhibhuta andre enilli. What is the meaning of Adhibhuta? Anyone? What is the meaning of Adhibhautika? These are the very, very basic terms. Pratibha?
Things. Whatever that is there in front of eyes, even the eyes and the means nothing but things, okay, body, mind, complex, and the external, whatever it is.
All the manifest.
There is no external as such. Yeah. Everything. That's it.
The manifest universe is material.
Material. This body, mind, complex, along with the thoughts, imaginations, everything, and the outside world.
Material world is completely called as Adhibhuta. So God says, I am Adhibhuta. Simple. Everything.
One single sentence.
Ashte. I am Bhuta.
He is in all living and non-living. He is everything. He is everything.
Only he is. There is nothing else apart. I am Adhibhuta. Next to I am Adhi Daiva. Enadu Adhi Daiva andre?
Adi Daivika.
The one who is making things happen like this.
Yes. The forces of nature. The forces, what we call Varuna Deva, Indra Deva,
all Deva concept, whatever that is.
All Deva. All the planets. All the demigods.
Demigods.
I am the Adi Deva. Everything ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಿಗ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಫೈನಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ.
ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂನು ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು it will go to Sadguru only. Sadguru is the final and he is the, from there only everything comes also. It's something like Prime Minister saying yes and that's everything goes back to him, something like that.
ಸರ್ವದೇವ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಃ ಕೇಶವಂ ಪ್ರತಿಗಚ್ಚತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆತರ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಧಿಭೂತ ಅಧಿದೈವ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ?
Who am I? I am the one.
Me. I am one. I am ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ. I am you. He is saying. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ? And finally he says I am the Adi Yagna.
Actions.
Every karma that is happening.
All actions, movement.
All actions. I am the enjoyer of everything. Yagna andre eno? We are pouring havis into the yagna alla. That havis goes to Krishna only.
Goes to Allah. Through that itself is I am.
Everything. Brahmarpanam, Brahma havi.
That's the way it is.
Brahmana ahuti. ನಾನು ಆಹುತಿ ಹಾಕೋ ಆಹುತಿನೂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನೇ, ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋನು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನೇ, ಯಜ್ಞನ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಿರೋನು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನೇ.
ಯಜ್ಞನೇ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಅದರ್ ದನ್
ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಅಧಿ ಯಜ್ಞ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಇನ್ನೇನು
ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾರೆ, ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾರೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಸ್ಥಾನಾಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೂರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿರೋರ್ನ ಕೂರಿಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇದು ನಮ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಲೀಲೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಹಿಮೆ. ಸೋ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಏನಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್?
Next is mine.
ಹೇಳು.
Chapter 15th ನಲ್ಲಿ 13th, 12th and to 15th verses.
You want to chant?
12th.
Anybody wants to chant?
Anybody can chant. I will explain.
यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रामसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम्. Know that I am like the brilliance of the sun that illuminates the entire solar system. The radiance of the moon and the brightness of the fire also come from me. Anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
And Shri Krishna when Guruji explains this, he says that this does not mean that Sahasra lights andre eshtaito 1000 lights. Okay, if I put that 1000 lights, switch it on, how much light will it come? That much brilliant. It's like you don't have to think something like that.
Koti Surya Samaprabha.
Koti, 1000 to Koti. Okay, let's go for that. That's what Guruji was talking about. See, it's not like it's Koti suns, one sun only. We are like this. If all of those suns start lighting up, then we'll all be burnt only. That is not the way it is. So it is about the understanding about the Gnana one. You have to take the Gnana part of it. That is what Guruji is trying to say. That radiance, not the light, heat, energy. It's not the seeing what we see. That's not the one. This tube light, street light, flood light, or any other light. That is not the physical light he is not speaking about. He is speaking about the Atma Jyoti, which will light up the other lights. He is talking about the Atma Jyoti. Even if I have so many lights, if my eyes are not working, all those physical lights will not work, will not be seen. The same way, through this eyes, who is seeing? The one, the awareness, that awareness is Atma Jyoti. So Krishna is trying to explain this kind of radiance. This is what is the brilliance of. This is what I am, like the brilliance of the sun that illuminates the whole entire solar system. The same radiance, Atma Antar Jyotihi Bahir Jyotihi, like that. That is that Jyoti he is talking about. I am the light. That's what it is. Okay, next one.
Next one.
Yeah.
Nice. 14. Aham Vaish. This is my favorite. Quoting
13th.
13th hella first.
13.
Okay. Gam avishya cha bhutani dharayami aham ojasaha pushnami chaushadhi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Permeating the earth, I nourish all living beings with my energy. Becoming the moon, I nourish all plants with the juice of life.
Here, what Krishna is trying to say is, see here, out of all the chapters till now, 13th and 14th, he was trying to eliminate, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not Purusha, I'm Purusha, I'm Prakriti is different. And, separating out was happening all this time. Now what Krishna is trying to put it as, there is nothing like separation. All this I know, but all of it is me only. He's trying to put that as Asi. So I'm like, whatever you talked just, Purnima ji talked about just now, how, what was that sentence? Adi Shankaracharya's sentence, everything is Maya, fine, but I am in that. I am Brahman.
Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma.
Sarvam that's the point he was trying to say. So here, what was that sentence? He's trying to say, permeating the earth, I nourish all beings, living beings. This means my energy only. I am the one only who is there in every cell and every cell of the body, every atoms in the universe. The whole universe is made up of these 5 elements, and I am that. I am there in every part of it, and I am the one who is trying to, the energy itself is I am only. So I nourish all plants means, if plants are nourished, which means I eat, and I eat those plants, and that one I am nourished through the plants. So plants are also nourished, I am also nourished, and everything is like, all activity happens through this energy. This energy is the one which is movement. That itself I am ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. In all the living beings. That Bhutani means all living beings, right?
No, all beings. Bhuta. Okay.
Here he is talking about
Buddha,
living beings.
Living beings.
Next he will talk about both
Sat,
what we consider as living and non-living.
non-living. 14.
Yeah.
Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. It is I who take the form of the fire of digestion in the stomach of all living beings, and I combine it with the incoming and outgoing breaths to digest and assimilate the 4 kinds of foods. These 4 kinds of food ಯಾವುದು ಹೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡೋಣ ಇವಾಗ.
ನಮಗೆ ಈ ನಡುವೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಂತದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು. And here now all this time we were thinking, he was talking about living beings or energy, everyone, that living is happening through me only, because of me only. I am the one who is living. So now he is coming into the more depth of it, like for example fire. He is taking an example of fire and the digestion. The digestion is happening in me only because there is a fire, Agni, in the digestive system and in the stomach of all beings, and all beings are actually have to digest and get energy only. So in that, even in microbe like virus, bacteria, all of them have to digest to the highest level of like human beings or any other animals also. So in all through whole of this, who is digesting everything, all the action, what is happening is because, and I am the fire and I am the Anna Brahma anta heltaralla. I am the one who is the Anna also, and I am the digestive power also. So here Guruji also explained, like, imagine how much Guruji explains, like, 1 month, 1 cylinder, if you consider, it is like 1,000 to 1,000 rupees. Imagine if every day, all the time, this digestive system is working and it is hot and it knows the other part of the system should not be, disturbed. How brilliant, how intelligent the things are going on. That intelligence behind this, and how things are going on is so unaware. We are not knowing about this, and this itself is the things that are happening is Krishna. That's what he is trying to say.
Very beautiful.
Yeah. And
4 ನಿಮಿಷ 4 types of ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, there is a little explanation to that. I mean, not Guruji might not have given, but
ಹೇಳಿ.
Bhojya is the foods that are chewed. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಚಪಾತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, that is the one that has to be chewed. That's called the bhojya. And there is peya, the one which you drink, milk and all that. And there is koshya. Koshya is the food that is sucked, like sugar cane. Agdu ತಿನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಎಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ, ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥದ್ದು. And there is lehya. Lehya is something you lick. What do we lick? Probably honey.
Ice cream.
Correct. These are the, literally, if you take, these are the 4 kinds of literal food that we eat. Otherwise, the other 4 kinds of food, what it is said in the Taittiriya Upanishad is, we eat, the one is gross food that we eat for survival. Number 2, the senses, inputs from the senses, from the world. That is another food. Number 3, ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಾಗುವಂತ ಇದು ತಳಮಳ, ಅದು ಫುಡ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಿದ್ದು. Because when the prana is activating in a body, it activates everything in the body. It activates the brain, it activates the stomach, it activates the intestine, everything is active. That is why the panchaprana ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಓಡಾಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ತಲೆನೂ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಓಡಲ್ಲ. ಫುಡ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ತಲೆ ಸರಿ ಓಡಾಡಲ್ಲ. ತಲೆ ಸರಿ ಓಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಫುಡ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರದ್ದು, that means all the physiological and mental this thing is taken care by Krishna is digesting all that food. So sometimes we eat food that is not agreeable to us. Then what happens? Stomach upset. If stomach is upset, the mind is upset. And the reverse is also true. When the mind is upset, you're not able to eat properly, you're not able to digest properly. Alva. So ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳಿಂದ ನಾವೇನೇನ್ ತಗೋತೀವೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ತಲೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಕೃಷ್ಣ. Emotions, that also Krishna is a digester of all that also. So these are the various kinds of foods that Krishna is digesting for us on our behalf. Yes, innenittappa?
Next one.
15 na? Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaishcha sarvair ahameva vedyo vedanta krud veda videva chaham. So beautiful. I am seated in the hearts of all living beings.
I am the intelligence of the
Sannivishto. From me come the memory, the knowledge, as well as the forgetfulness. See, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾ ಮರ್ತೋದೆ ಅಂತ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. That is also is Krishna is saying, I am that only.
You don't have to worry.
Don't worry. The what you forget is also me only. The first one we forget. I alone am to be known by all the Vedas. And I am the author of the Vedanta. And the knower of the meaning of the Vedas. Abba. So beautiful.
Okay, that's important. So in the previous one, he was talking about the prana. Oh, he was like, digestive power, prana, and thinking and things. Here he's telling, okay, I am thinking, everything is happening, digestion is happening. But do you know what is the result of that digestion? That also I am only.
Yes.
Result of that digestion is also I am only. Now
Correct.
the result of the digestion is memory and action and thinking. All of that is also I am only. And intellectual capability is also I am only. The understanding and whatever we are talking, that is it's like this is nothing but Vedanta. This Vedanta or Chaturveda or whatever, all of that is I am only the author. All of this, the content, what is the content? I am only. I am the writer, I am the content, I am the one who is studying, understanding, thinking, digesting. All of it is I am only. According to the previous and this shloka, he's trying to say everything is I am only. All the content of the Vedas is I am, content is I am, writer is I am, knowledge, all the experienced, all of that, whole thing is I am only. So memory, forgetful or thinking, all of it I am only. This is what he's like, okay, don't have to worry. Okay, if my brain is not working, okay, fine. Just now I went for the test. So he said, you don't have any problem with your brain. Everything is brain scan is everything is fine. Then I thought everything is fine. Now I understand brain working properly. Krishna is doing the job. If I think there is some problem, that is also is like, okay, fine, take it.
Ashte. Very nice.
Okay.
Good, yeah. Then what else is there for today, or shall we take it?
And what she is trying to say is waking, sleeping, deep sleep, dreaming, all of those states I am only. Okay. It's like only one thing problem here is the illusion or ununderstand, that agnana, that ignorance of separation, that has to be gone. Brahman alone is there, but there is illusion. And this illusion, if it is removed, then Brahman alone is there. That is what Guruji was trying to say. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, through that we get to know what things are. Okay, who am I? Brahman I am. Otherwise, Guruji is trying to say wave and ocean are one and the same. That is all nothing but water only. So there is nothing like, I will get merged into water. Wave does not say I will get merged into water. No, I'm already water. There is nothing like I get merged into water. Ocean need not say, oh, where is water? Water, I am only the water. So it's nothing. What Guruji's talked about is there are two types of knowledge. I want to go to Himalayas. I'm just repeating the same. I want to go to Himalayas means I need the knowledge of how to go, where is it, I want some money, how to get that money or earn that money, or how much does it cost, the route map, where to stay, and go like that. This is one. So here the knowledge, action, and the experience, this happens. This is the path. Okay, knowledge, action, and experience. This is the path for the normal, usual life here. But when it comes to the second part, the second kind of knowledge is, I already know. I just don't recognize that. I'm already Brahman. I just don't recognize that. I need not go behind, knowledge, action, and result. There is no action necessary. And result also, experience also, I need not worry because I'm already experiencing it.
Yes.
Guruji gave an example. I am standing in front of, in Nepal, I'm standing in front of, in Mysore Palace, I'm standing in front. And I was like searching, I don't see the palace yet. So where is the palace? You should see, can you see that? It's just there. Oh, here only. Yes, you are already in the palace. That's the way it is. You just have to recognize that I am already there. This is called as the second type of knowledge. The usual knowledge and this one, that's the only difference. Already experience is happening. There is no need for any action. Just the knowledge, correction. Knowledge, correction, that's all.
Awareness. Is it knowledge or awareness which has to happen?
See, knowledge alone brings this experience. Experience is already happening. For example, I'm talking. The talking, who is talking? Krishna alone is talking. That understanding when it comes, that knowledge when it comes, then I feel that, okay, Krishna is talking. Otherwise, I am talking. That is what here, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Shravana alone gives the Shravana Matrena Mukti. Means, Shravana means that knowledge which goes in deeper. That is the one, that's all, kind of, this much I understood. Yeah, that's all. There is nothing else to experience or something like that. Guruji once asked a question. Was that answered?
Thank you. Yes, it was.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guruji once asked the question. I wanted to continue this for this answer. Guruji once asked in the Atma Darshana class, have you people ever did a handshake with God anteli? Handshake madidra God joteli yavatadru, devar joteli yavatadru shake hand madidira? Did you shake your hands with God? You were like, did you shake your hands with God anytime? Anybody?
No.
That is what we think, right? So Guruji said, that's the problem. See here, everybody does shake hand with God. How? Shake hand ಮಾಡಿ finish. Everybody is God only. No. Everyone is God only. ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ shake hand ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ shake hand ಮಾಡಿ finish. ಅದಲ್ಗೆ ಮುಗಿದೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. So the recognition that everyone is God is what it is. That recognition alone it is. I don't have to, I have not experienced God. How is that possible? I am experiencing God every time because I am God only. So that's the another sentence he says is, and after this he will say another one. So he says, whatever you experience, the experience, for example, this hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and all, that itself is God. But if I put this object as, okay, this is book and that's it. If I see Brahman and I say this is book, then I am stuck in the samsara. If I see book and say I am Brahman and I'm seeing Brahman, seeing happening is Brahman, then you are free. That's what Guruji says. Both of them, there is a difference. How one gets into samsara and stuck, or how one gets realized and be as Brahman. The same thing he says is, Buddha says nirvana and samsara both are the same. The way I look at it, by understanding, I can get that Brahman I am seeing, the same book. Okay, this is book, exactly. But this is Brahman. But I say that I am seeing Brahman, I am Brahman, then I'm free. If I say that, oh, instead of seeing Brahman, I say I'm seeing book, which means that I am stuck in the samsara. The same thing Guruji says, okay, do you see sun? Every day, everybody sees sun. Do you see sun? Yes. If you see sun as an object, yes, you see you are still in samsara. If you say, yes, there is Surya Narayana I am seeing as sun, then I am free. So this sentence he is told in before Bhagavad-Gita classes. So I'm just trying to repeat this one. So he explained like that. So this is how it is, transcendent and immanent form of Brahman. So transcendent and immanent is, Brahman is here and now, and Brahman is nowhere. The words here and now and nowhere, while writing, we just have a little difference. Okay, the letters are same. Nowhere, now and here. So if I think that I have to go somewhere and then, in Himalayas or in the cave and then sit and meditate, only then I know myself as Brahman, then you are stuck. You have not understood Brahman by saying that you have to go somewhere. Means distance. How much distance is there between me, the Brahman? There is no distance. It is now and here. That's what he says. And transcendent, how he says is, nowhere. You don't know, nowhere you can see Brahman. No, everywhere, whatever you say, whatever you see, whatever you think is Brahman. How? Idam, iti, iti. Like, this is, object is. Every object is and existence, both are nothing but the same. And this is called as everything seeing as Brahman. So this much he explained, hopefully. And he ends with saying, Ishvara Jiva Jagat. If I take it as different, in that big slide, if I take it as different, then I am in samsara. The moment I understand that Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara are one and the same, I am Brahman, then I am free. That is what he says. Satyam Dhanam Anantam Brahma. He ends with this. Yes, Ji. Purnimaji.
Yes. Yeah. So thank
he had to tell all of the rest of the things. So.
No. Yeah. So I'm expecting a guest. So I was doing some preparations. I was listening, but all is well. So we are left with a little few more shlokas only actually in this chapter.
It's a very small one, right?
Haudu. Inna ಐದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. What we'll do is the rest of we have covered until 1 hour. How many minutes, Pratibha? Yours is what? You ended where? You are in mute. Mute.
1 hour.
1 hour 38 minutes.
35.
35, 38.
1 more hour is there. 1 more hour is there.
ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ meditation ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So the rest of all of us will hear the rest of it. Okay. And then we'll discuss it through question and answer in the next. Better, instead of distributing. No, Indra? We'll do that?
Any questions? I didn't ask on.
Yeah. Any questions you please ask, and then.
I think we are done.
Okay. Prayer ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡು ಪುಟ್ಟ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ.
ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ, ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಲೋಕಾ ಸಮಸ್ತಾ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು, ಲೋಕಾ ಸಮಸ್ತಾ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು, ಲೋಕಾ ಸಮಸ್ತಾ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತ್.
Okay. Thank you all. We'll meet next Wednesday.